Hey y'all, let me talk to you. So I wanted to get back to this story time here a little bit and get through more of this health journey I've been on. I was previously talking about going carnivore back in August a few years back. Um, so just to summarize real quick, I went strict carnivore for 4 weeks. It was just beef, eggs, and bacon. Some people would know this as the BBB&E diet, which is butter, beef, bacon, and eggs. Only drinking water and element electrolytes, and that was it. 4 weeks straight. Other than the psychological aspect of depriving myself of things that I enjoy, it was great. I lost a lot of weight. I felt good. I slept good. I think I stopped snoring pretty much. Like across the board, it was pretty good. Going to the bathroom was a little interesting. If you do your research on that, you'll find out that that's going to change. But it was come week 5, it was time to start reintroducing some things. So I started out with black pepper, and that went fine. So I kept going. And then week 6 was garlic. That also went fine. So I kept going. And my wife's Italian. She likes to cook with garlic. And then week 7 was broccoli. So that was the first real kind of food that I actually reintroduced. And broccoli went fine as well. And I actually enjoy broccoli. I don't need to cover it with cheese or anything, like just good old steamed broccoli. I'm pretty happy. I've been a broccoli fan for a very long time, so that was great. And that also got some fiber back in there, which really did help to improve the bathroom situation, which was nice. And then the problem was about that point, I started getting a little tired of waiting, if that makes sense. And I, instead of doing one thing at a time, I did really kind of start to reintroduce things, kind of multiple things at a time. Dairy came in pretty shortly after that. I'm still not sure if I do that well with dairy or not. I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world, but it definitely, I'm pretty sure, gives me some bloating and probably some gas. There might be some inflammatory effects to it that I'm not really totally sure about, but dairy is one of those things that I like it, but I probably shouldn't do it every day. And sadly, I love to sit down and have some cheese with whatever I'm eating or whatever. And if you go look through a lot of carnivore recipes, there's a lot of cheese and a lot of dairy and a lot of these different carnivore recipes, which it is carnivore, but that don't mean that that's good for you. And I don't think it's good for me, at least not all the time. And then from there, I really saw a pretty sharp decline. And I guess kind of like my mental ability to stick to any kind of strict, routine at that point. And we were getting close to Thanksgiving, and my wife's an amazing cook. So I was really looking forward to Thanksgiving. And then, a month after that, you've got Christmas. And then her birthday's in January. Our anniversary's in January. So, February's Valentine's Day. Like, there's just all these different things when you get to that time of the year. Unless you're really, really strict and really disciplined, you can fall off the wagon real fast. And, I had gone from being 243 was the heaviest I had weighed myself at that point, down to 200. In those couple of months that I was being pretty strict. I think the last time I weighed in around 200 was probably shortly after I started the broccoli. So it was about 2 months. And, honestly, it's been a struggle ever since then. I've actually utilized fasting, again, whether it was 3-day, 3.5, 5, 7, I've kind of used that to try to help reset myself, so that I could get back into being good with my diet. And at the end of the day, it's not something I've ever really been able to stick to long term. There's a degree of mental health for me that is attached to food. Again, I've stated in a previous video, there's probably some psychological issue related to like childhood trauma or something, because I ate my feelings when I was young, that depriving myself to that point kind of makes me depressed. And I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't sought any kind of help on that. I've just been kind of going through it, doing the best that I could. So yeah, I mean, it's been a year and a half probably, I think, that I've been like on and off. I try to kind of give myself an excuse to cheat from time to time. The last couple of years, I've tried to be more thoughtful about giving, moments to my wife. Birthday, Mother's Day, um, uh, different holidays like that. Also, events that we like to go to, concerts and everything. And every time we do that, like I want to really enjoy it. So I give myself the excuse to cheat. And I'm not the kind of guy that I can cheat by just having one meal and then my whole cheating cycle is over. Like, I want to cheat the entire weekend. I want to cheat the entire Thanksgiving holiday. It's like 4 days. I've basically just ruined all of the hard work that I've done for the month before that. And this is something I still struggle with. And, that's fine. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. One day I'll probably figure this out. I'm still fairly early on in this health journey that I'm trying to go through right now. And at the end of the day, I'm doing better than I was doing before. Because before, I didn't care. Before, I was just eating whatever. And if I needed to go to the doctor and get on a prescription for blood pressure medication or reflux medication or whatever it was, I just went to the doctor and I got my drugs. And then everything's fine. Then I can just keep eating what I want. But then I would feel like crap. So at least now I'm aware that what I put in my body is going to affect how I feel. It's going to affect how I think. And it's just a matter of figuring out the balance of the good and the bad, figuring out moderation when it comes to, eating things that maybe I shouldn't be eating, and just working on the diligence and the discipline necessary to live a healthy lifestyle. Because we live in a world now that they don't really care about you being healthy. There's a McDonald's or some kind of fast food place on every street corner, and not like I'm saying you can't eat healthy at McDonald's. You certainly can, but most people don't. Most people want their soda. Most people want their fries. Most people want dessert if they have one, So, yeah, that's about all I got for today. We'll check in a couple of days here, see how everything's going. I probably got a little more. I'm going to add to some story time here. Maybe cover what's been going on for about the last year or so, and really leading up to this fast specifically, and how I got here and why I'm doing it, and then maybe come Sunday, that'll be day 14 if I'm still going strong. We're on day 10 right now, so come Sunday I'll have an update for the 2 weeks, how I've been feeling, what's been going on. So far, week 2 has definitely been a little different than week 1. So stay tuned. I hope you're enjoying this content so far, and thank you for your support. And we will see you soon. And don't forget, who's your daddy?